Hey everyone, it's Greg, aka the Ominous Hominid. Yes, I am still alive and still making content. I've had to take a brief hiatus. My GPU died at the pretty much worst possible time. I've talked about this video card in a previous video, which I will link here. It is an NVIDIA GTX 480. And it's one that I bought right when it came out as kind of a welcome home gift to myself after having, gosh, just the vacation of a lifetime in Iraq. Now, as a random aside, if you or anyone else is thinking about going to Iraq, might I suggest getting 2 handfuls of sand and pouring one in your eyes and the other one in your mouth, and then lighting yourself on fire. That's more or less what it's like, and I just saved you a bunch of money, and you're probably not going to get shot with my method. The video card, on the other hand, was a good investment. The card performed amazingly well given its age, and it's really only within the last couple of years that I've found games that I couldn't run at high settings. Unfortunately, or, well, I guess fortunately, whatever, it's dead. So that means it's time for an upgrade, and I figured what better way to upgrade than to reach for the top of the stack and try and get a GTX 1080, if I can find one. All right, Amazon has everything. Newegg, Micro Center. Let's check out Best Buy. Really, only $1,000, $1,500, $1,100, $1,700. Oh, this is just people like reselling them at ridiculously high prices. No, this one is from Asus. Good job, Asus. And MSI. MSI wants $1,600, and it's not even a Founders Edition. I can get a 1070, but that's not good enough for me. 1080 or bust. There we go. GTX 1080s, and for the right price, $699. Oh, out of stock. Sweet. EVGA, EVGA, Asus, Asus, PNY, MSI, Asus, EVGA, Gigabyte, MSI, Gigabyte, blah, 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 blah. It's out of stock. Out of stock. No results. Out of stock. It's out of stock. MSI, out of stock. MSI, out of stock. EVGA, out of stock. 20 products, and every single one of them are out of stock. Unreal. Let's call these clowns.
You know, we cannot provide exact inventory levels over the phone. To check product availability for stores near you, you'll need to visit our website.
So hang on, I can't call a store to say what do you have in the building, but your website, which tells me nothing, is going to tell me that? The music has, like, it'll skip for just a second, and I keep getting my hopes up thinking that this is when somebody's going to pick up and tell me whether or not they have a freaking video card. Nope, more music. I hate to give up after only 16 minutes of total hold time. Alright, I am officially giving up on Best Buy. This is basically 20 minutes worth of hold. Okay, so now it's been a couple of days since I launched this epic crusade to try and find a new video card. Everyone was either out or not carrying it, but I was able to find a local retailer that had a shipment of GTX 1080s that came in that morning. So, thank you, Micro Center. And because of them, I am now the proud owner of an Asus Strix GeForce GTX 1080. So let's rip this guy open and see what $700 worth of kit looks like. Boy, they really cram it in this box. It's a box inside of a box. Brilliant. Good God. That is a big freaking card. There you go. Asus Strix GTX 1080. Now it's time to get it installed. So the magic of editing allows me to show you that the card has already been installed, but what I didn't show was how much of my cable management I had to completely take apart just to make room for such a gigantic card in a 2010 era mid-ATX case. If you're wondering why I would put a brand new card in such an old system, I'll be doing another video on that next week. The other surprise was the RGB LED lighting featured on the card. Now there's a third-party application called Aura that allows you to do things like toggle the lights on and off, or run through a handful of predefined settings, including some pulsing effects, changing the colors of the LEDs, and a music synchronization setting. Now, that's all for today, but next week we're going to be taking a look at the performance and benchmarks data for the GTX 1080 and answering the question, can a top-tier GPU breathe new life into a 6-year-old desktop? Thanks for stopping by. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I will see you all next week.